Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Silhouette Sunday video. In today's video, I'm actually going to be sharing with you the process or project that I'm making for a family friend, and it is for a personalized mailbox. Now, I've made several of these over the years for housewarming gifts and wedding gifts, various things, but one of my friend's family members wanted one, so I'm making one for that friend to give as a gift. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started. The design that I'm using is by Colette Hall, and she has tons of designs in the Silhouette store that are monograms, either split monograms or standard monograms. And the design that I've chosen to use is one of her split monograms. And this particular one comes with two of them in the set. And I'm going to be using the top one. So I'm going to go ahead and select this, right click to ungroup it. And then I'm going to select the bottom of the first design and all of the second design and delete it because I don't need it. And the mailbox is actually, I've actually measured it. It's a standard size mailbox, and it measures the open space, that is, about 10 inches wide and 7 inches tall. So I'm going to go ahead and expand this. For now, I'm going to put it at about 5 inches high so that I can put the family name underneath. So this is roughly what the size of the actual monogram is going to look like. And underneath, I'm going to add the family name. So I'm going to go ahead and select my text tool and click on my mat and type the Smith family. Ooh, I can't type today. I'm going to go ahead and highlight all of this text and change it to Adele Basic. Now, once I have this resized in terms of, once I have the font changed, I can go ahead and I can resize this. And I'm actually going to see if it's too tall if I just stretch it out. Now, the space I'm working with is about 7 inches tall, so I have to keep that in mind as I make this bigger. Okay, so I'm going to draw a box around all of this and see how tall it is. So let's check it out. All right, so we're at about 6 inches, about a little over 6¼ inches tall, and we're at 9½ inches wide. So I'm going to go ahead and make this whole thing bigger, just because I can. All right, so this is what my design is going to look like. Now, if you wanted to, for your own project, you could take this bottom line and make it your street address, but you just have to make sure that you're following United States Postal Service mailbox regulations. And those regulations, I think, do change from time to time and people get grandfathered in, but you do have to have your house number on a certain side of your mailbox, and it has to be so many inches high. So if you want to use your house number, just make sure you verify what the regulations are for your community. In this particular instance, I know that I have to put the house number on the front because of the way this neighborhood has already been set up. But in the event that you want to do something slightly different, just make sure you check what your regulations are for your neighborhood. So anyways, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out and transfer to my project. I have my vinyl all cut out, and I'm going to trim it down just a little bit to make it easier to handle. And then I'm going to remove all the extra vinyl. And the process of removing all the extra vinyl is called weeding. And I like to use a pick to get into the small areas to lift the vinyl up. That way I don't accidentally lift something that I don't intend to lift. And this piece was actually really quick and easy to weed because there were only 2 small pieces in the actual text of the vinyl. Next, I'm going to get some transfer paper and actually transfer or pick up my design from the backer sheet. Now, this was unintentional. My transfer paper fell a little too soon and I wasn't able to align it to the grid, and it's fine. I'm usually pretty good at eyeballing whether or not something is straight, but unfortunately there was a grid there and I wasn't able to use it due to clumsiness, nothing really else. Now, I rub my hand back and forth over the design to help the design actually transfer. The heat from your hand actually melts the glue quite a bit. It makes it easy to pull up. So once I have the image aligned on the mailbox, I go over it again with my fingertips just to help the design go from the transfer sheet onto the final product. Once I'm confident that the vinyl has actually transferred from the backer sheet, I remove the transfer paper at quite a sharp angle, and that's just so that I don't get any air bubbles and the vinyl doesn't lift. Here's a quick look at the final product, and as always guys, thanks for watching.